Hello friends, and welcome to another beer review. I went and counted, I only have 5 beers left. Oh, woe is me, what will I do when they're all gone? So, tonight we'll be reviewing another one out of Beer Camp, another one that comes out of a can. Interestingly enough, it's a Bock. So this is Yonder Bock Tropical Maibock. This is brewed in collaboration with Cigar City Brewing. Now, I actually know about Cigar City Brewing because Hunapu Days, or whatever they call it. And they're based out of Tampa, Florida. And I kind of want to go there just because Tampa, Florida is also cigar capital of America. So, good brewery, good cigar. What could possibly go wrong? Okay. So, let's read the back, shall we? Brewed in collaboration with Cigar City Brewing in Tampa, Florida, Yonder Bock is a Latin-inspired twist on a traditional Maibock. Cigar City finds inspiration in the Cuban roots of their hometown, which is a long way from our home base in Chico, but our friends down yonder in Florida sure can brew a great beer. Yonder Bock blends silky malt body with bright fruity hop aromas of guava, mango, and passion fruit from the use of Calypso, Azacca, and experimental 366 hops as a nod to Cigar City's tropical locale. So I'm guessing pretty juicy here. I've never heard of Azacca or experimental 366 hops, but I'm kind of excited to find out. So, somewhat bitter. 45 IBU, but since this is a Maibock, I'm expecting a pretty strong malt backbone to go with it. And this has also got a bit of a kick to it at 7.7 ABV. Let's pour it out, shall we? I'm going to be using a Belgian glass today, just because I want to. My goodness. Huh. I have to say, this is amongst one of the most beautifully colored beers I've ever seen. This is like a golden amber color. Slightly cloudy, but mostly clear. Let me see here. No, it's clear. It's just condensation on the glass. With a slightly tannish thick head. And it is very strong. I can smell it from here. Wow. It's almost like somebody went and paired like an IPA, like, one of those really fruity IPA smells with a, Bock body. Smells really fruity. Tropical fruity. Head's being pretty resistant, which is good. Can't get over how beautiful the color is on this. Pineapple. Underneath that, sort of caramel nutty grains. Not really underneath it, they sort of interplay with each other there. Perhaps hints of starfruit. It's interesting, the more floral fruity is kind of far away, but when you stick your nose right in there, you get mostly the malts, which are very caramel, very nutty. Oh, yeah. My God. This, my friends, is balance. You know me, I love me some balance with my beers. Not really feeling the carbonation. It feels thick on the tongue, kind of coats the tongue. And the malt is with you from start to finish. It's that thick, sweet malt that you get out of Bock's. And you can tell it is a very good Bock backbone right here. It's just slightly boozy, but not distractingly so. And it's layered. So when you're drinking this, you get like the finish of the malts, but in the more aromatic sense, you have like the hops going up into your nose. Now the hops aren't as strong as some of the other beers that are in the beer count. I would say that the hops, I'm looking for the word here, not dynamic, it's something else, are very volatile. You know, you're not really tasting them on your tongue. There is that slight hop bitterness, but it's on your tongue. The tongue part of your palate is very much dominated by the malts. But the more volatile essences of the hops are what's kind of filling up your nose cavity there. And it is fruity hops. Not overwhelmingly so. I'm trying to place it, just a moment. Getting like that fruit sort of smell in your like nasal cavity there, but it's very difficult to go and suss out what kind of fruit it is because of you know, the strength and thickness of the malt character. That said, it's not unbalanced towards the malts, though you probably wouldn't call a Bock unbalanced towards the malts because they are supposed to be a malt showcase. I guess pineapple and maybe figs. Well, I'm really liking the interplay here. I'm really digging this. This one gives, this one's got, so Yonder Bock, Tropical Maibock, 2 thumbs way up. Got yourself a very, very solid malt backbone that is very to the style, but with a hopping that is experimental, that is pushing the boundaries, but it does not clash, does not overwhelm for the style, overwhelm the malts of the style. Excuse me. And so you have a very exciting, a very tasty, a very layered and nuanced beer that I'm going to enjoy the rest of this glass of, and you should probably go out and try it. This is really damn good. This is, you know, in between Chico King and Yonder Bock, those are top 2 right now. Be pretty hard for me to pick. You know, so actually, I'm kind of finding out how strange how kind of different my beer tastes are from the rest of the reviewers who kind of put the milk stout and the Imperial Dark Ale #1. I haven't tried the Imperial Dark Ale yet, but we'll see. I'm kind of see how my tastes really differ from sort of bulk of craft beer drinkers. So, if you haven't yet, get yourself beer camp, okay? You won't regret it. Cheers.